You know, Black Cherry, Wild Berry, baby, you the bomb, baby, you the bomb. What up, season 2? We are back in live and active on the Micah Dixon podcast. A lot to discuss. A lot has changed when it comes to life itself, but that happens, and we know that, right? But how are you, though? I do want to check in and give you a quick update into my life that has been from my mother passing away, to me raising 5 children, to me now having a stepmom because my father did remarry, to me being in a healthy relationship, a loving relationship with this amazing, beautiful man, okay? But it's all about you right now. And on the Micah Dixon podcast, we are all about mindset. From the beginning, what's mindset? It was releasing the old and welcoming in the new. It was sharing our truths and experiences to be able to help and perhaps be a blessing unto others. It was also about, you know, us learning how to cultivate better for ourselves and us learning how to self-develop. So we're going to dive deeper into that. Dive into self-development. That starts, if you know me, in the spirit first and then down into your mindset. So today, one thing I want to touch on quickly is how to foster a healthy mindset, right? And this has been by me researched. I'm sunburned, so ignore that, from Jamaica, but it's all good, right? This has been researched. Now, I am no clinician, no doctor, no therapist, nothing like that. I speak from experience and from research. That is my job when it comes to my career. And also when it comes to my platform, I share my truth, my light, my love, my horror stories. Because if I can get through it, and if I have learned how to get through it, if I have self-developed throughout all of what I've been through, my goodness, then I can probably help you. Well, you know what? I know I can. I'm going to help you right now, okay? So when it comes to fostering a healthy mindset, one thing I did not note that I did, but when I read about it, I was like, oh, that makes the most sense. And that was to practice having mindfulness. Practice having mindfulness. You're like, what's mindfulness? Well, that's you and me being aware of how we think, of our thoughts, of our feelings, of our perhaps bodily sensations. Being aware is mindfulness. You just noting when you're not perhaps having the best thoughts in your mind. Thoughts you know you should not be having that pop up, you know, and learning to notice if you should hone in on those thoughts or release them, let them go, and then replace them with other thoughts. When you're not having the best feelings, honing in on perhaps that not good feeling and saying, you know what, let me try and calm down a bit. I know I'm not feeling the best, but I also believe and know that I will be okay. But practicing mindfulness is one of the beginning things you can do when it comes to working on having a healthy mindset, is just to be aware of what's going on, not just around you or in your environment, which is great too, but first, what's going on within you? What's going on inside of here is being aware. That is practicing mindfulness, something I've always done. Not always, but when I learned, like, I just want to calm down. I don't want to be high intense. I don't want to feel stressed out. I don't want to be overwhelmed. Let me just note, like, do I gotta carry this feeling or this thought? Do I have to think on that right now? That doesn't give me the best feeling thinking about that. Do I have to? No, you don't have to. Yes, you can let that thought go and put in a new one. Yes, you can feel away for a second and replace it with a new feeling, or perhaps let it cease and desist until you are calmed down, right? And even in research, you'll find out when you are practicing mindfulness, that will help to reduce anxiety, stress, and other types of feelings like that can arise when you are having a moment that's heightened or straining you, or perhaps despair. But noting that self-awareness is something that we need to possess if we're going to have a healthy mindset, and then one day also be successful in that as well, okay? Now, I did get some notes as well from this website here. And it is from the Mayo Clinic. Is it Mayo? Mayo Clinic? Yeah. Or Mayo. Is it Ma? I think so. Okay. It goes like this. It says to be kind and be courteous, to always be present, and to choose to be aware, intentionally cultivate your awareness. So one thing you are going to do when you leave this podcast right now is to, on purpose, start to notice your thoughts on purpose. Being self-aware on purpose. Build that structure up within you now. So when you're moving forward throughout your life day by day, whether you're at work or at home with the kids, or you're outside, or you're out with the friends, or you're traveling, or you're at church, or perhaps you are working out or having a hobby you're doing, whatever it may be, start to still think and being present in a moment about how you're feeling. What thoughts are you having? What feelings are you having? And why? But just note that throughout the whole time, remaining calm, remaining courteous, and just acknowledging your emotions and your thoughts. Notice that, you know what? I did have that thought. Was it good or was it bad? Just starting to acknowledge that, right? Don't ignore your thoughts when you're having them. Something could have triggered you. You could be carrying from your past trauma. Something could have arose. You didn't know it was buried in here and now it's popping out. And you're like, oh, I'm freaking. No. Acknowledge your thoughts. Don't ignore them. But yet you're always going to be self-aware and always in control, right? Yes? Yes? Okay. Now from there, also let go of past things. We'll get into that the next one perhaps, right? But letting go of past things that happened yesterday. I always say on the radio, yesterday should worry about yesterday. A new day to get it right, to tackle, to win, and be victorious. Let go of the past. Let go of what's behind you. It's already over there. And right now we are present and where we are now to go over here. All right? Yeah? Okay. Now you're also going to start practicing routines. So from this podcast forward, the Micah Dixon podcast, you're going to start practicing self-awareness and practicing with yourself, being aware of your thoughts, being aware of what your mind is thinking about, being aware about what your emotions are like and why you're feeling that way. Just being aware. Start to cultivate yourself of being aware, right? Like, okay, the milk jug was halfway full. I didn't like that. I note that, right? So moving forward, when it's halfway full, I'm going to buy me another milk jug. Whatever it may be. That big or that small. Perhaps your mother yelled at you and you was like, and you want to respond and lash out, but it's like, no, I'm aware that I don't like that, Mom. Don't do it again. Remain calm, remain kind, move forward, right? But being self-aware is practicing mindfulness that will ultimately help you to foster in a healthy mindset, okay? Listen, I don't got no more time right now, but I'll come back for the next episode of the Micah Dixon podcast. We are going to get our mindsets right, get our mindsets healthy, grounded with the proper foundation to be able to go forward, be successful, have a great life, enjoy our life and live it. And I got you on that, okay? But listen, practice mindfulness day by day, one day at a time from this point on forward. I love you. Peace. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment below, and I'll come back sometime soon.
Black cherry, wild berry, baby, you the bomb. I can spin it on you, blow it on you, baby.